Nobody wins when the family feels.
Details tonight about the kidnapping and murder of a Tallahassee mother. 26-year-old Elisa Thompson found dead in the cargo hold of her vehicle last Friday night. Arrest documents previously heavily redacted now released in their entirety, and an affidavit shedding some light on what happened.
The way it looked, you tore your life apart.
That's what I was praying y'all shot.
I wasn't there. We weren't there. We heard on the radio. Sounded like you were ready to end it, huh? That's what we were thinking. And I was scared. I was scared for the officers. I was scared for you, because that's what I was thinking.
Oh, my name's Carlos.
Carlos?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so what all did you say? You talked to the guy at the pool?
Yeah, only thing I know is just said, man, he killed somebody. That was it.
Were you just out at the pool and ran into him, or have you seen him before?
There's a dude I know him for a minute.
You've known him for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What all did he, I just need to, unfortunately, we're still trying to look for this person. Not him, but the person who he killed, and it's kind of, yeah, so we're trying to find her and bring her body back to her family.
Alright, so check this out, family. A man that was released only for 3 months back in 2018 decided to take the life of his baby mother, which we'll later discuss. But recently, the dad of the victim who lost her life is now incarcerated in the same facility as the man who was held responsible for taking the life of his daughter. And some say all this was planned, but I'm gonna let you guys be the judge. But thanks to the lawyers at Deep Dive Blue Crime, well, apparently one of the attorneys is representing the family of the victim in this case, and they was privileged to let the public see the public records of the interrogation and also any audio footage, which we later gonna chop down. It was about 7 hours. I got it here to about 1 hour and 30, so you guys can enjoy it and get the true facts. If you guys want to check it out, go over there, and I advise you to do so. So we're gonna hear from the man who apparently knew the suspect and called the authorities. Also, we're gonna hear from the victim's dad, who was later incarcerated in 2023, and I meant to remind you guys, family, for the same charge. That's right, he even had the same charge as the man who was held responsible for taking the life of his daughter. Well, some of them. So as we talk about the facts of this case, remember, family, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to jump right to it. On November 29, 2018, 26-year-old Elisa Thompson was reported missing. She didn't show up to pick up her child from school. Co-workers reported saying a man approached Thompson as she sat in her vehicle during lunch break, as the two drove off together. The next evening, Thompson's body was found in the back of her vehicle, which was left abandoned in the parking lot of 2800 block in Sherrill Road. Investigators said she had been stabbed to death. May she rest in peace. 31-year-old Reginald Gibson, who's also Thompson's son's father, was arrested and charged with her demise. Now mind you, family, the interrogation video and the audio of these conversations didn't come out till 2 years later. Well, actually, 5 years later in 2023 in February. But back in 2018, this is what they had to say. According to arrest documents, investigators spoke with one of Gibson's ex-girlfriend, who worked at the same call center as his son's mother. The ex-girlfriend said just 2 days beforehand, Gibson had abducted her via knife point as she arrived to pick up her child from daycare. She said Gibson drove her car to his house, held the three for 3 hours against her will until a roommate had came. 5 years later, we get to hear the interrogation, well, the audio clip rather, of the young lady speaking to the detectives, giving her recount of that same story.
Today's date is Wednesday, 5 December 2018. Time is 6:06 p.m. Investigators Nick Roberts and Mark Lewis. Case number 18-038021 with Shaterik at her residence. Follow-up interview. So let's sit this right here so we can pick up good. And unless that bothers you right there, I'll sit this. She'll be sitting there staring at it, trying to. All right. When I last talked to you, was asked to replace your employment. This is when you came up and you And we weren't even there to see you. We didn't even know. Myself and the other investigator didn't know about your case with Mr. Gibson and how it was related until you came and told us about what had happened at the daycare. You shared the video footage with us that your friends had sent you, or they linked to Facebook, and that's kind of what got the ball rolling. One of the questions I had about your case that happened, on that Tuesday at the daycare when he abducted you. I know he carried you back to his house. Your finger was cut already at the daycare, right? Mm-hmm. How is it unwrapped now?
Well, I got the stitches taken.
How many stitches were in it?
4.
Okay. All right. Was it bleeding severely? Mm-hmm. It was. How much? I mean, was it still bleeding when you got to his house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Where did y'all go inside the house?
To the room.
To his bedroom? Did y'all get into the bed for any reason?
To the who now?
Did you get in his bed for any reason?
He put me on the bed.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lay down.
All right. Was your finger still bleeding at that time? It was?
It was bleeding all the way till I got to the hospital, basically.
Okay. All right. Would there be any reason for the blood from your finger to be like on the walls?
Because I was trying to
determine like if it's your blood we're finding or if it's Miss Thompson's blood.
Yeah, it was blood everywhere. Even on the floor it was dripping. When he made me lay down, I tried to, get him off me so it could have splattered.
And the knife he cut you with was a kitchen knife, right?
Mm-hmm. It looked like a kitchen knife.
Okay. All right.
But I snatched it, out.
Right. That's when it catches you. Snatched out his hand. Okay. Did you leave any clothing items there or any jewelry there?
Clothing.
What kind of clothing?
I had on some, I think it was gray, black, and white, like the jogger type pants. Mm-hmm. A shirt, because he made me put on his pants, and he made me put on his shirt.
Mm-hmm. What about undergarments?
I believe it was a bra I left.
You remember what color it would have been?
It was. Okay, hold on.
You can get some cookies. We can take a break and get some cookies.
I think it was on the top, right there.
Go with Investigator Lewis and pick out whichever cookie you want. Some Oreos. Mm-hmm. Probably need some milk to go with those.
What's your name, dude?
Okay.
Can you tell me your name?
And you told me, I guess, whenever his roommate came home, his cousin came home, he kind of started out normal. He let you leave the house. So you're able to leave.
He can get like 2 or 3 at a time.
So, did his cousin see you in the house?
No.
He did not?
Mm-mm.
All right. And then, fast forwarding to the case with Miss Thompson. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to determine if he knew Miss Thompson at all.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Because I've been hearing they were dating, then I heard he didn't know her. I don't know.
Can you tell me, and I hate to do it, but can you tell me who told you that they were dating? Because I'm going to have to go to those people.
The report, it says.
The report? Okay, is that where you heard it at?
Mm-hmm. I saw it on the report.
Okay.
Then on Facebook.
It was on Facebook, too? Was it on Facebook before the report came out or after?
It was on it before.
Before? Okay. Do you remember who on Facebook said they were dating?
It was so many statuses. I don't know.
Okay. Is there anybody that would know? How well did you know Miss Thompson?
We were co-workers. She would speak every night, like off and on, but we never hung together or anything like that.
Did you have a phone number? I think I already asked you this, but
yeah, I didn't have
y'all didn't talk on the phone or anything like that? Never hung out after work? Okay. Is there anybody that you can think of that would know if they... It might not even been a dating relationship. Maybe it was just a sexual relationship.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe one of the co-workers would. I don't know. Because I don't know any of her family or anything like that.
Okay. All right. And did he ever give you any indication that he had a relationship with anybody at your job?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do you know anybody else he was involved with, like female-wise?
No, because he was always harassing me. I'm like, you can't have a girlfriend. You keep harassing me. So.
Yeah. All right. That might be all I have. Like I said, I'm just looking for some link between him and her for the most part, and then just determine if any of your blood was still left in the house.
Yeah, I know it was on the floor. It was on the bed. And it may have splattered on the wall when you walking into the right. Because I didn't ask her to go get him that day. Because the detectives, they followed me to go get him, so she didn't have to get him.
Did you tell me you remember what color bra that you might have left behind?
It could be black. Yeah, it could have been black.
Any jewelry?
No. Well, I had a diamond earring, like a clip-on diamond earring.
No hoop earrings, though, right? Why did you make you change clothes?
It was blood on my clothes.
Can you show me the text message that you saw that let him know that you had a friend on Texas Street? Now, how did he know that you were? Here, can I? What does he text? Is this from his number or from?
I don't know. The detective made me call that number back.
Oh, this is the
And
464 number.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the detectives get pictures of this? They did. You remember which detective? I know that you made a call to him. And he didn't answer, right?
No.
It was some other dude.
I forgot the guy name.
Yeah, that's we talked to him. And how did he know to send you a message that said the bricks? Was there something else that he saw on your phone?
He read the text message me and my friend had.
Can you show me that one? How did he know from that message that the guy lived in the bricks?
I don't know. I don't know, because I'm like, there's more than one project. So.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not too personal, if you don't mind me just looking at it, so I can try to figure that one out. If you can't find it, that's okay. But I mean, he could have found out from a mutual friend, right?
Yeah, because he know a lot of people too.
That you were seeing some guy from there. That's probably what it was. I mean, I don't see how a text message. I mean,
Yeah.
When would you got your phone? That Tuesday to look through it. He looked through
He was
it.
in the room.
He made you open it up for him. Yeah, but any conversation you have with this guy, he would have been like, "I live in the bricks," right? So shaking your head no. So I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how.
he'd probably find out from asking around who you were seeing.
Yeah.
Now, during this time, authorities are speaking to her. Authorities are still looking for the suspect, as he's nowhere to be found. That was until a guy that was incarcerated with the suspect, he had ended up telling the story to him, and he ended up calling authorities, letting them know everything that he had said.
I just want to know who I'm talking to.
Oh, my name's Carlos.
Carlos?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so what all did you say? You talked to the guy at the pool?
Yeah, only thing I know is just said, man, he killed somebody. That was it.
Were you just out at the pool and ran into him, or have you seen him before?
It's a dude I know him for a minute.
You've known him for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What all did he... I just need to... Unfortunately, we're still trying to look for this person. Not him, but the person who he killed, and it's kind of...
Oh.
Yeah, so we're trying to find her and bring her body back to her family.
I don't know.
Okay, so can you explain to me kind of what all he said to you?
Oh, that's all he said. That was it. It's like, I don't know. That's it.
When did you first see him?
Like, I ain't seen him about down there a month. He came today and hollered at me. That was it. Only thing I don't want y'all to do is shoot at him, man. That's it, man. Don't kill him, and that's it.
We already got him. He's alive.
Where he at?
He's alive. We got him. But we're.
Can I talk to him?
I can't let you do that right now. He's not even up here yet for me to talk to. But we just need it. So when you first saw him, you said you hadn't seen him in about a month, and this is the first time you've seen him in a while?
Yeah, I ain't seen him about a month.
Okay, and then where did you first see him at today?
South side.
Where? Do you mind telling me where at on the south side? Was it like on the street or?
Like standing like by my house a little bit.
Standing by your house a little bit? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that like in South City or?
Yeah, South City.
South City. Okay. How did you know where he was?
I didn't know. I just pulled up and seen him.
Okay. At the pool?
Nah, he was in South City just standing up like by my house. And I had pulled up on him. And I was talking to him. That was it. He got in the car with me and explained everything. That was it.
He got in the car with you?
That's right.
Okay. What all did he say? Did he say how he did it or anything like
that?
He
didn't explain. He said
he did?
He said he think he killed her.
He said he thinks he killed her? Did he tell you who it was?
No, he didn't say what girl it was.
Okay. What else did he say to you? Like
that
you said you got in the car.
He got in the car with me. He was like, bro, I think I done did some dumb shit. I said, what you did? Like, man, I think I killed somebody. I said, who? Like some girl. And he told me to drop him off, and I left. That was it.
Okay. And he had you drop him off at Talavilla?
Yeah, that would be the drop him off.
Okay. All right. Do you mind if we come and meet you somewhere and talk to you and get like a better, like...
Man, listen, I don't really want my face in. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared already because I don't know. You feel me?
He doesn't know you called us or anything.
I know, but if motherfuckers see me talking, then they're gonna be like, oh, this nigga snitching or something. And I don't.
Well, can we meet you somewhere to where someone isn't gonna see you?
That's all. I gotta meet y'all. I just told you enough.
Yeah, but I mean, this is something we kind of have to talk to in person because this is kind of an important part.
Y'all gonna do the same thing. Man, I really don't want to be. I'm just happy he ain't getting hurt. That's all. I ain't want him to get killed, man.
Yeah. Well, and we didn't. But the thing is she's missing, and we're still trying to find her, and we really need your help to help us find her. Whatever he told you, you know.
I can meet y'all somewhere.
Okay. All right. Where do you want to meet us?
Can you meet me at Chevron on Orange Avenue?
Chevron on Orange Avenue, the one at the Orange and Lake Bradford area?
No, yeah, off of Lake Bradford, but the Chevron off of Orange Avenue.
The Chevron off of Orange Avenue?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the intersection of that one?
It's off. Where is it?
I'm trying to think of where the Chevron is on Orange Avenue.
All I know is just Orange Avenue is a Chevron, like by King Food Store.
Oh, by the King Food Store and stuff? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'll meet you over there. Can I give you my cell phone number and you text me when you're there so I know I'm not like getting out of the car and people seeing you on the police?
You can call my phone right now.
Okay, I'll call your phone from my cell phone, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll meet you over there.
All right.
All right. Bye.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine.
All right, I'm investigator
Brett. Lord, gee.
Well, that's why I started talking as soon as you got in. I didn't want you to think I was
just... All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't really want my face in this.
Yeah, we're not going to put your face in it.
The body and pockets.
It's in Pockets?
Pockets parking lot.
Okay.
That's what about it.
All right, so what all did he tell you?
He told me.
I need you to kind of be detailed for me.
The only detail he told me, like, man, some called the girl. He was, I guess, his baby mama friend.
Mm-hmm.
Said they were messing around and said she tried to lie and said that he raped her. So he said, I ain't finna go to jail about nobody. So he stabbed up. He said when they were driving, he tried to get behind his baby mama car. I don't really know. This is what he telling me. He said he got behind his baby mama car, and then he said the girl was started kicking and stuff. He said the sheriff got some kind of what the sheriff called. The sheriff got behind her car, and he flew off. And said the girl was steady kicking and stuff and all that. So he said he pulled out and he stabbed her. That was it. He said she did. And like where she at? She in Pockets parking lot. That was it.
So he's saying that she accused him of raping her?
Yeah, the girl.
The girl that he killed?
Yeah, the girl that he killed.
Okay.
And he said he tried to get his baby mama, but the police got behind her, so he pulled off and left. That was it.
Okay. Did he stab her at first, or did he tie her up in the back, or?
No, he just said he stabbed. The only thing he said, he stabbed her a couple times, and said that he put it in the trunk of or whatever it was. He put it in the trunk, and then he was driving her car. I guess it's some black. I don't know if it's a black SUV, whatever it was, but he got in her car and was driving and chased his baby mama down. But I guess she called the police already. And then said the sheriff flew around him and got behind her, and she pulled off. He kept going and said she was kicking and all that, and he stabbed around her heart, and that was it. And say she had died. And I said, what about it? He was like, the body's in Pockets parking lot. That was it.
Okay.
That was all he told me.
Okay.
And I dropped him off.
How long have you known him?
I know him since I was in prison, my second bid, for maybe like 2.5 years now.
You guys were in prison together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Were y'all cellmates or anything, or no?
Nah, like, we were just cool. Like, when we first met, he wouldn't tell us. I would tell us. We locked in, and that was it.
Okay. All right. What do you know him as? Like, what's the name you know he goes by? Toon. Okay. Do you know him by what his real name?
I think it was Reginald Jones. I know he said he got two alias names. It was Reginald Jones, and another was Reginald Gibson or something like that.
Okay.
That was it.
All right. So today you were at your house?
Yes, man. I was coming in. My other homeboy kept calling me. He like, man, come to my house. Come to my. I said, why I gotta come to your house for? I just got off from work. He like, just come pull up, man. Blah. So I said, I pull up. When I pull up, he run to the car. He like, man, what's up? I said, oh yeah, let's tighten this file. I'm playing. I ain't seen him about a month, so I'm playing with the tighten. Let's go then. He like, man, get in the car. So I got in the car, the same car right here. I get in the car. He like, man, just go. I said, what the hell wrong with Jack? Like, you paranoid? Like, man, I ain't paranoid, man. Just go. So we went to the road. I went toward Televilla, whatever that thing is. I went up there, boom. Like, what's up? And he went to tell me, like, man, bro, I think I messed up this time. Like, what you mean? You just went to crime. Last night I killed somebody. I said, what the hell you killed? He was like, I don't know, man. It's Terrica, a home girl. She was claiming I raped, and that's when he broke the whole thing. I said, man, did you think she did? She did. He like, bro, she did, bro. I know she did. I mean, she kept kicking. I stabbed her. That was it.
Okay. He called you. Reginald called you to come to his house.
No, my homeboy Cat called me. I didn't even know he was over there.
Oh, so you went over. Yeah, he was at your homeboy's house.
Yeah, because we usually drink together here at my homeboy house. So when I pulled up, he had a pink shirt or something on. I pulled up on him. I'm trying to talk to Cat, but I see him on the porch. He's running to the car. Like, man, we gotta tighten up. I'm playing with him. But he like, I ain't seen my dog in so long, man. So I like, tighten, let's fight then, nigga. He like, man, stop playing, bro. Get in the car. So I get in the car with him. I said, what the hell going? Like, just go. And that was it. And I rolled up the road and I went up towards Televilla. He like, man, blasty, man, you got a sweater or something. That was my sweater he had on.
So the blue sweater is
yours?
That was
mine.
Okay.
That was mine. Like, got a sweater? I said, yeah, I got a sweater. He had my Noots hat on. That was mine.
Okay.
That's what he said. He like, man, bro, man, da-da-da. I say, man, you serious, bro? He like, yeah. And he pulled some little knife out of his pocket. It had a whole bunch of blood on it.
Okay, and that was still in his pocket when you dropped him off?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It was like a little hunting knife, like yellow, black, and some weird. Like the blade was black looking, but it had a whole bunch of blood on it.
Okay.
Yeah. How can you tell it's blood, bro?
I see it. How you can't tell if it's blood? It was blood. I know it was blood.
Okay.
When he opened it, it was straight blood on the blade. I say, bro, you was serious, bro? I thought you was playing. Like, bro, I did it, bro. He went to crying. And that was it.
And he's saying it's all because she accused him of raping her.
Yes, ma'am. He said he's talking about he ain't going back to jail for nobody. Like, she talking about I raped her. They trying to play with my life. I said, bro, why she say you raped her, bro? He like, because they talking about they'll do anything to get me off the street. And that was it.
Okay. Did he tell you anything about that happened with the baby mama a couple days before this?
No, yeah, he told me that they got into an argument. Yeah, they got into an argument or something. He kept blocking that out. He was like, yeah, they got into an argument and she got cut and she was gonna tell the police that that's all he said. Like, just making this, the girl was gonna make an excuse for something. And that was, he didn't really say nothing too much about it, baby mama. He just kept talking about this other girl. I don't even know where the other girl lives. That was it.
You don't know where she lives?
No, I don't even know who she is.
Yeah.
I just seen her on Facebook. I thought he was lying till I seen the video.
And you saw the video on Facebook of him?
Yes, ma'am. I was just watching it.
Did you see the video of him on Facebook before he got in the car or after?
No, I only seen this video. The one when he was right here at my dog house. That's the only one I seen.
Okay, so you know them too?
Yeah, I know both of them.
Okay, so was it Rashad and
I don't know. I know
Terry Jackson?
Yeah, I don't know their government. I know it's Fanru and Pete Burger.
That's what you know. Okay, I figured.
Fanru is his Facebook name and his nickname.
Yes, man, Fanru. I know Fanru and Pete Burger. That's it. I don't know.
So when you saw him on that doing that, you knew what he's telling.
I thought he was lying because he liked to play tune, always playing. So when he told me that, I thought he was joking. But when I seen a knife
covered in blood,
that ain't tune, man. I don't know what don't happen.
Where are you changing your clothes?
Where he changing my clothes at? In where is Televilla?
Mm-hmm.
That's where he changed that.
Where did his clothes go?
His clothes?
He's had the same clothes. He put my jacket on.
He just put your jacket on top of his clothes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And he asked for a hat, and I gave him my new hat.
Okay. Did he tell you to take him to Televilla, or did you just drive there?
Nah, I just took him there. I say, man, I gotta get him out my car because I don't want to be no parts of it, so I'm trying to throw him off. I say, where you want to go? Like, I don't know. I say, I'm gonna drop you off at Televilla, man. So he like, all right, boom. Like, man, you got a sweater or something? I say, I know he said you got a jacket. I said, no, I got a sweater in the back seat. So I gave him my sweater. Like, you got a hat? I say, yeah, I got a hat. And I gave him my Noots hat. And then that was it. And he jumped out. And I pulled off and I just called the police.
Did he have anything else with him that he left with you or anything?
No, ma'am. He just had that blade in his pocket, and that was it.
That was it? No phone or nothing?
He had no phone. Okay. He only had a pink shirt on, some blue jeans, some gray and pink Nikes on. He should have had my sweater, my Paris Nation sweater on, and a Noots hat. That was it.
Okay. All right. Did he say how he got over here to Southside?
No, he didn't tell me all that. He just said he ain't never said that. He ain't never tell me I got over.
He was just talking about what he did.
Yeah, he just told him what he did. I was scared, so I got him.
Does Cat live on the south side?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He was on, I don't know what apartment it is, but it's on Canton Circle.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what apartment it is. Okay. I know I'm in 43, but I don't know which one he in.
Okay, so it's right there on Canton Circle, though.
Yes, ma'am.
So you just brought it up, and he was sitting on the porch.
Yeah, he was sitting on Cat porch. They ain't never tell me who was there. He just called me like, man, Cat kept calling like, man, come over here and see me. I'm just getting off of work. Like, for what? He like, man, what you doing today? I said, I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling. He like, man, come pull up on me. I said, all right. So, boom. I shot.
Cat ever say Tones over there?
No, he never said nobody was over there. Okay. He never said no name. That's my sister. He never said no name. All he said was come pull up. I pulled up. Toon was on the porch. I ain't seen Toon about a month. So he got, I'm drunk right now, so y'all gotta forgive me. So he was on the porch. He had a pink shirt on. He kind of running to the car. I said, well, tighten up. Come on, let's fight. Nigga, I ain't seen you in so long. He like, man, stop playing, bro. Man, get in the car, bro. I said, get in the car for what, bro? He told me, man, get in the car. Come on. So we pulled off. And when I rolled up the road, boom. I see he was with me for like 30 minutes trying to explain. Because first, before I went to Televilla, I went to Magnolia Terrace and sat back and parked while he was telling me the whole story.
Uh-huh.
So I backed up. I seen the police when they first rolled through. We jumped out the car. And went walking off a little bit. He like, bro, I gotta tell you. I say, tell me what, bro? He like, man, I messed up this time. I said, what you mean you messed up? He like, excuse me. He like, bro, I think I killed somebody, bro. I said, you killed who? He talking about something, man. I think my baby mama girl, man, my baby mama home girl. And it went from there. He just went to explain it to me. He like, man. I say, bro, tell me something, bro. where the body at, bro? He like, man, the body inside, I mean, pockets on parking lot right now. I said, where the keys at? He like, I threw the keys away. I said, man, you tripping, bro. I said, I don't know what to too much do. I can't help you, bro. I said,
Did he say where he threw the keys?
He never say where he threw the key. He just said the body and pockets in the trunk. That's all he said.
Did he describe the car to you?
No, he never said the car. I just seen the Facebook.
The Facebook thing of the car?
He kept saying Trump, but he kept saying Trump, car, some shit. He kept saying the same thing over. I didn't know if it was a car or a truck.
Until you saw the Facebook video?
Until I seen the Facebook when he kept explaining this stuff. But he never said, he kept saying Trump. Then he like the Trump. But his car, he kept saying some weird shit. I was already drunk.
Yeah.
I was trying to get his ass out of my car. I was scared. That was all to it.
Right.
Did y'all look at the Facebook together?
No. Matter of fact, we did look at the Facebook.
Okay.
We looked at the Facebook when I got to drop him off, and I said, man, it's because he was talking to his mama. 229 number, he kept talking to his mama. He's like, yeah, you know, you all on Facebook about sometime about this girl missing. He just went to crime. I said, what the hell she talking about, bro? Man, it's on family page. It's on family page. We look it up. I said, man, got the phone. He hung up. I pulled the thing up, man. That's when he went to crime. I was showing the video. Like, man, this nigga told on me. He told on me. I say, man, you played, man.
You talking about Famru?
Yeah, Famru say Famru told on him because of the video.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
Okay. Did he tell you how he got her? How he got a hold of her?
He explained all that. He didn't. I tell the truth. He didn't explain all that.
Okay.
One thing just said.
He said he stabbed her first, or?
They say he stabbed her a couple
and then she
times,
was still kicking?
And she kept kicking when he was trying to chase her. I guess his baby mama died. I don't know about the story. I'm just telling what he told me. I don't know
that's all we want.
To it. Mm-hmm. He just said that she kept kicking. She kept kicking. And he said he got tired of her. He pulled over, boom. He pulled her. He said he pulled out and stabbed around her heart. And she stopped kicking, pushed her back, and he pulled off. That was it. That's all he said. He didn't say nothing. After the baby mama thing, I wasn't studying, but I was worried about the girl that got killed.
Right. You know, she's got 2 young kids, so we're just trying to get her.
You think she did?
I think so. But, I'm not out there, but I'm pretty sure.
That ain't tune. I don't know what happened. That ain't tune.
Hey, let me tell you what we need help with. I know you're being helpful now, right?
Yes, sir.
But you know him, okay?
Yes, sir.
And right now, nobody that knows him is talking to us, like on the record, with some stuff about that ain't him. Okay, so something else probably had to happen with this thing. We need you to come up with us and talk about it, and to say that this ain't like him.
Yes, I ain't.
And to tell us how it all went, as to what he told you, okay? Because somebody, judges and juries and stuff, they're going to want to hear that this ain't about him. This ain't how he plays. This ain't how he does things. Okay? That something just had to happen for this to happen this way.
Yes,
and you know him well enough to be able to say that type of thing about this, because you've been with him. And you know another important part about this is, when you were with him, he was telling you, he was crying.
He was crying the whole time.
And we need, if you want to look out for him, honestly, to make this look like he's remorseful and sorry on this thing.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I know he did. I done been through this all my life. He shouldn't have did that shit, man.
Then you coming up to talk to us there and saying how he was crying and stuff, that's going to show the remorse on his part. You see what I'm saying?
He did that shit.
Are you willing to go up there with us?
Somebody to the place?
No, to the police department.
Right now?
Yeah. We'll get you back down here as soon as we can. She can come with us, man. She can follow us up there.
She gonna be crying, man.
Well,
can I just tell her, you gonna bring me back home?
Yeah, we'll bring you back home.
But before, I want to just make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Listen to me. I want to make sure that's your car that y'all riding in.
Yes, sir.
You and Tone.
Yeah, that's the car we was in.
That's the car you dropped him off in.
I want to make sure that there's no blood in there on that seat.
Nah, it ain't nothing. Oh no, it ain't. Hell no. I don't rock like that.
Okay.
He pulled a knife out of his pocket. That was it. You could check the car if you want, but there ain't no blood in there. It was just on a knife.
You cool if I get out and do that?
And just check and make sure it's the front passenger seat.
You see what I'm
you
see what I'm saying,
front
right?
passenger seat. Go ahead.
Is she gonna be okay if I get out
trying to get all the evidence you can. I understand.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to her. Get out.
All right. And we'll bring you back.
You gonna bring me back home?
Yeah, I'll bring you back home.
You want to go?
Oh, cool.
Man, it be cracking me up when authorities try to put like they gonna have the best interest in somebody else. But shortly after, the same day, with the information that the man had given, they would actually apprehend Reginald and bring him in. And 5 years later, we get to see Interrogation. But before we play that, family, The father, as we mentioned earlier in the video, got arrested in 2023 for the same charges. But he also was interviewed by authorities when his daughter was missing. Check it out.
You need to talk to Country.
His Country, who you call Cornelius?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to have you call him in a minute. We want to get a couple things from you. So kind of start from the beginning for us of where you became aware of everything.
I came aware of it around 7 last night. I was headed out to a job, and the daycare called me. Said that they've been trying to contact my daughter, and that my grandbaby is still here. I said, what? I said, did you contact the grandmama? She said she's been contacting everybody. And you just called me, and I just picked up. So it was shock to me. So I drove back and parked the van up and jumped in my Mustang and just sped over there and got my granddaughter. And picked up my granddaughter, and I asked her, well, where's the seat? Nobody has it. I said, okay, I'll strap in my Mustang and take her to the house. And I did that. And I called her mom, the grandmama. I called the grandmama, I called Lisa, couldn't get Lisa, nothing. So I finally got hold of the grandmama. And I said, look, I got Giselle, nobody picked her up, I picked her up just now. Now, I need to know what's going on. Then she came, and she had my grandson. And I started doing my investigation myself.
What did she tell you? How she got the grandson?
She got him from his dad. Because she called the dad, and he had picked him up from school. Around 5. And she went and got him, and then came with him. So at the same time, both kids together. And I was just trying to figure out now, well, where's my daughter? And send my other daughter out to her job out on Mahan to find out if she's out there working still or what. Good. And she work at some call center, and it's very, protected, where you just can't walk in.
Right.
And nobody seen the car, so what I look at, I started doing my investigation. Then Jaden Daddy called me back. I was on Highway 20.
Who's Jaden's dad?
Antoine.
Okay.
And he called me back and said that the police supposed to meet him at Lisa's place, in a little bit. So, hey, I made it way out on Highway 20 because I do my radius, what I do in mobile repairs. So I said, wait, some tell me just go Highway 20. Instead of going, I usually go 90 towards the truck stop. I went the other way. So when he told me that, I turned around by Shady Grove Road, by the tire store, and come back to town. And I came to the house and waited. So he called her to see how long she gonna be. She said she's en route, right?
Who?
The police.
Okay.
But she never came. She took all the information on the phone and all that. And I said, well, we want to know if I see the light on in the house, in the back. The door is kind of jog a little bit.
The house where?
The apartment.
Okay.
For my daughter. Because I have big spotlights. So I took one of them down and walked around the back.
Okay.
And try to shine in. And I could see the light plugged in the wall, the air freshener. But I wanted to know if she got a bag packed. I need to know something.
Right.
And what got me was she never came. She said she's soon gonna be there and never did. And telling me all these scenarios of if she's on medication. I said, listen, my daughter is a college graduate. She got 2 kids. She never done nothing like this.
Was this dispatch?
Yes.
When you were calling dispatch? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I said, this is wrong here, and you never showed up. And the more I think on it, I stayed out at night looking for my daughter, can't find her. And I went home probably about 3 o'clock.
Where were you looking for her at?
I'm looking for the truck. I searched every hotel in Tallahassee. I went all the way up on Appalachian Parkway, go all through the parking lots, just looking for the truck. If I ain't seen no physical body, but if I find the truck, I know where I'm going.
Right.
And
what made you go to Highway 20? Was it that you were going that way home?
No, I was going Highway 20 to go to the truck stop area and work my way back. The way I
To
usually-
start looking at the truck stop and come
Right.
back. Okay.
You know, but I never got that far.
Looking for her car.
Right.
Okay.
And then when they say they find the phone at a house on Highway 20, and I've been out there last night, you know, I'm right here in the area. I could have seen something. If I'd stayed out there, maybe a little bit longer, I might have seen the truck.
Right.
You know, and my thing is, after all that, I just kept wondering what's going on. I told her, Mom, okay, say the daycare want to hold the kids. Okay, let them hold the kids. And she went up and went to her job to find out what they could tell her.
Mm-hmm.
And she called me back and tell me what they said. And I said, well, we need to have a video of who this person is and who is standing outside and sped off. I said, that area out there have a lot of cameras that's out there on the I-10 into that big complex building. So there's a lot of videos out there to see who out there. And whoever was standing out there, somebody had to drop him out there, or whoever the person is. And you drove out my daughter's car, and you're not on the insurance, but you drove that car. And that's why I told you, detective, y'all need to do something. Don't let me catch that person, because I'm different. I don't got time to wait for you guys to do your part. I will have the person, and I don't want to get to that point.
Right.
My mind is set, because if it's country, I called him already, and I told him.
So when did you call him first?
I called him this morning.
And country is Cornelius.
You're right.
That's the one. Her
young
she's the 1 year old.
Giselle.
The youngest one is his kid.
Right.
And she's
And
taking
he
injunction on
answered.
him.
Right. Huh?
And they've had history in the past.
Right. So, in the past, when I found out that he had kicked the door and the knock out,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 kids in there, I hunt him down. My boys find him that works with me.
Mm-hmm.
They hold him up, and I got there. The other one that came, he don't play. He's my blood, and he's cousins. And he told him, he didn't spoke to him or nothing. I had to stop him because he was gonna put him out right there in the parking lot. I said, no, I need to know what's going on. And I said, first of all, you kicked that door. You had no business touching it. You don't live there. I said, 2 kids in there, you putting trauma on them kids and my daughter. And if she don't want nothing to do with you, you're giving me a cited that she's bothering you. Well, she's bothering you, why are you doing over there?
Right.
So my thing is this. I told him right then, if I find out that you did anything to my daughter or anything at all, I ain't got nothing more to talk about, because I'm done talking. And I told the mom that this morning. I said, that's it. I'm silent, but when I get to that point, ain't no more talking.
Okay. So when did you start getting calls from country?
I called him this morning.
You called him this morning around 7 o'clock this morning?
No. I called him this morning. Let me show you. You got this information too, right? From the school?
Yeah, the other investigator has that one.
Okay. History.
So that's his number.
That's his number. That's the call I missed. So let me hit back.
Hold on. That's his number.
Yeah.
1-3-500 9186.
Okay. Let me go back to. That's him calling me.
That's him calling you. Hold on 1 second. Let me go give this to them.
No.
I just wanted to give them the phone number because we had it at different. And I'll be right back in. Just hold on for me. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure they had the right number because the stuff they were doing.
Okay.
We had it 1 digit off, so.
They did.
Well, we've had other numbers that he uses
Okay.
too. Okay, so that's the number you used. So this is.
This is the time I called him.
Okay, so 2 hours ago.
Right. And he called me back.
Did you leave a voicemail or?
No, I spoke to him directly.
Okay, so
So he called me back
1 hour ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
while we're down at the school, but the detective told me wait till I get there to call him back.
Yes. Okay.
So,
All right. So let's talk about when you called him this morning. When you called him this morning.
and I called him this morning. I asked him. I said, "Have you heard what's going on with Lisa? Have you seen Lisa?" He said, "No, he haven't seen her." He said everybody been calling him, asking him if he seen Lisa and all. He said he haven't. And then he asked, do I need to come get Giselle? I said, you don't have to come get Giselle because Giselle is fine. I picked her up and ain't nobody getting Giselle.
Did he say where he was?
He said he was in Tampa.
Okay.
Right? Then, before I got off the phone, the last thing you told me that you can be here. So that got me more suspicious, like you still here, you're not in Tampa. You know, and I remember you answered me a question like that before. And it took a while for me to find you, but I found you because you were hiding. You wasn't at your house, but I found you.
All right.
You see, and I have other vehicles, so I jump in my Crown Vic, and that's how I found him.
All right. So what did he say this time this morning?
This one, he was normal, like he never done nothing. He
Didn't seem like he knew anything.
Right. And my thing is, when Judy told me, the mom, my wife, that they said a person was at the job in a hoodie and they sped off in the car, that made me think on him because he drive the truck crazy. You know, like he can drive fast and all that, and he has spent time with me driving in my Mustang, and he wants to drive. I said, no, you cannot handle this thing. And I told him then, I say, I love my kids, I love my grandkids, I love my family. You ever treat my daughter wrong in any shape or form, I'm going to take care of you myself, because I'm going to take you on the farm point blank, and I will deal with you. I said, I live life, and ain't nobody going to hurt them.
All right. Well,
so I'm calmed down, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a stressful situation we're working on. Dude. We got the whole unit over there doing stuff on top of you.
And my thing is,
so
I kept it cool with him, just trying to see what's going on.
See if he knew anything. Did he seem like something was up with him or anything?
No, the only thing that triggered my mind is when he told me he can
come get the baby.
Yeah, like I told you already, you can't come get her. She's fine. I got her.
Okay.
And
so you haven't heard from him since then?
No, because they told me not to answer him.
Well,
so I wanted to call him, but he said you all have to hear it, and I will put it on speakerphone.
Yeah, that's what we're about to do.
And I would talk to him and see what's going on.
Yeah, but just talk to him calmly. Don't make any threats or anything
No.
like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that and give him a call and just see what he says, and obviously ask him. He's probably gonna know something. There's a reason why he's calling you back. See what he knows.
I would just let him know I'm working.
Yeah.
To get my mind off of things.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know that you're here with us. Or
right. I won't never do that.
Okay.
You
Don't
ready?
make any threats, okay?
No, I won't.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. That's it. Yeah.
Hello?
Hey.
Yo, what's the update?
Nothing much. I've been working, trying to keep my mind off of things.
So y'all haven't heard from her?
No, I haven't heard. Have you heard anything yet?
Nah, it's just everybody calling me because they seen like some missing posters like on Instagram and stuff like, hey, is everything alright? But I know just as much as y'all know. You feel me? So I heard you say something about her phone. Y'all found her phone?
I never found her phone. That's what I heard it said, but I don't know yet, and I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, so, but y'all traced it?
That's what we're doing. We're trying to trace it because it's dead. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trying to make sure that's her from somebody.
Did she call off from the job? Has the job heard from her?
I don't know yet. Because I sent her mom out there to find out.
Because if she called off from the job, then you know she's alright.
Yeah, I don't know. So I gotta find out if she called in.
Yeah. Alright, just let me know.
Okay. Where you at right now?
I'm at my house in Tampa.
Oh. Okay. I thought you were here.
No.
Okay. I'll call you and let you know what I found.
Oh. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Okay. Is there anything else that happened between the time you found out? So you found out when you went and picked up the baby from daycare.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the youngest.
Yes.
And then when you called her mom had already had the other baby from...
No, my wife had the other baby.
Right,
which is her grandmother.
Lisa's mom.
Yes.
Lisa's mom. Okay,
yes,
sorry.
Yes.
So yeah, the baby's grandmother, but Lisa's mom.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be talking because Lisa's the subject here. So
right.
So I don't want to get confusing because there's so many parties. So the baby she got from that baby's father. Was it Alton?
Alton, you're right.
Alton.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's why she knew. So she knew that she hadn't picked up Jaleesa or
Giselle or Jaden.
Or Jaden.
Right.
Okay, so neither one of them have been picked
up.
up.
Right, but see, he had him, which is his time to have him put it for Wednesday, and he take him to school Thursday. And Lisa took Giselle to the daycare.
Right, and hadn't picked her up.
Right, and I happened to pick her up because they called me.
Okay.
They said nobody else will pick up, and they've been calling.
Did Alton call you and tell you anything? Who told you about what happened at her job with the guy in the hoodie? How'd you find out about that?
My wife told me that this morning.
This morning. Okay,
yeah.
So that wasn't last night. That was this morning.
No, that was this morning. Because she went out there this morning after dropped the kids them off.
So she went to the job site this morning. And
right.
That's when she found out.
You know, I told her to go out there to find out. And at first she was going, leaving the kids. I said no, because I ain't going to be here. I got to go to do something. I got to find my daughter.
Okay.
And so then she said they want the babies. They want the school want to hold them to be out of the way so we could get to
figure
find
out what's going on.
Right.
Okay.
And at least we know they're safe where they're at.
Absolutely.
And my thing is, I want to know what's going on and who all is involved. I just need to get to the bottom of it. And my thing is, if my daughter truck is out somewhere and who got her kidnapped or whatever the case may be.
I know this was kind of long, family, but I wanted to make sure I be in depth and also keep it intriguing. You're talking about over 7 hours worth of footage. I had it chopped down to about 1 hour and 30, 1 hour and 45. But now, to the last part, which is the interrogation of Eugene. Check it out.
How you doing? Did they not bring you any water? Where's it at? You want some more? No. If you want water, cut or something to me now. You don't have your ID in your pocket, do you? You do? What's your first name?
You just said it.
It is Reginald, though. Where are you staying?
On the street.
Okay.
How long you been staying out on the street?
For a minute.
You got family here in town?
No.
No.
I'm from Georgia.
Whereabouts in Georgia?
Bainbridge.
Is your mom and them still in Bainbridge?
No.
How long you been in Tallahassee?
About 5 years.
Okay. Are you working anywhere?
I was working at Waterbury and Krispy Kreme.
That's what I heard. When did you stop working there? I know you didn't get fired. So why'd you stop working there?
My feelings.
Your feelings?
Yeah, I met the wrong bitch.
That happens.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Did you have kids with the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
How many kids you got?
One girl.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy, how old?
3.
I've got a 1-year-old, 5-year-old, and 8-year-old. 3's a good age.
You ain't got but the one baby?
With her?
Yeah. No, all together.
No, I got 3.
3. Lord.
Boys and girls, or just... How old's your girl?
7.
That's the one that gets you.
She's a princess, I'm sure. How often do you get to see your kids? Having problems with these girls letting you see them? How long's it been since you've seen your girl?
I just seen her about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, God.
She in Georgia though?
That's a long time now.
Yeah, that's too long.
I can't imagine going a day without seeing my little girl. My boys too, man, my girl.
Yeah.
I just feel very protective of her. So. Before you saw her 3 weeks ago, how long ago was it before you saw her?
Probably about 2 weeks.
You going too long? Is it they just don't want you to see them, or it's just hard to get up there?
They just don't want me to see them.
How come you don't get along with that mama? Something she did, or something you did, or what?
No. When you split up, that's how shit be.
Sometimes. It can be.
It can be. Was you gonna work anywhere else after Whataburger, or what? What was you gonna do?
What was I gonna do?
Or what you gonna do?
How long were you at the Whataburger?
Like 4 minutes.
Yeah. What about the Krispy Kreme? Is that the one right next to the Whataburger?
Yeah.
That seems like a good place to work. You like it? Had to get there early?
No.
You work night shift there? How many? I know you got 3 kids. How many mothers are there? 3 or 2? 2.
Well, it could be worse then.
Yeah. It could always be worse.
And the oldest, how old?
7.
Oh, the little girl. That's the oldest. And then the baby 2, huh? You said 2?
3.
3. You got a long way to go for they're grown.
I know it's difficult when people are split up, but as far as the kids go, I'm just talking about the kids. 'Cause I know you're hurting right now, but the kids, how are they doing, like emotionally and at school and daycare and whatnot? Are they having any issues because of y'all being separated?
They ain't old enough to explain yet, so.
Well, I mean, the 7-year-old is.
Are they acting out though?
But the 7-year-old want me and her mom back together, but
Of course.
that ain't not happening.
You want to get back together with her mom?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
What you been going through, man? You say you had problems with your baby mama here. You been living on the street. Something been getting you. What been going on?
That's what I've been going through.
You been getting high? Or you just been fussing with women?
I don't smoke, I don't drink.
At all?
At all.
Not even when things are hard?
I don't smoke, I don't drink.
That's good.
You been depressed though? I mean, how old are you? How old are you, Redden?
31.
Be 31 and, you know, being out on the street, that's gotta be hell on you.
Is there somebody that you've been able to talk to, either a friend or pastor, family member, anything like that, about what you're going through?
Nah.
You got no church? You know, old uncle or nobody? You been keeping it all in? That ain't good for you, man.
Yeah. It's hard to hold stuff like that in. You know, especially when it involves your kids and things like that.
What the last place you lived at here?
In 10th Avenue.
10th Avenue.
Is that your cousin that lives there or your uncle?
My cousin.
You couldn't talk to him about none of all this?
Listening to him, so he can be in his room, I'll be in my room.
Why is it like that? Are y'all just not close, or?
We close. I just ain't never let her out.
Yeah.
Did it drive you wacky, man? Trying to keep all that in.
It's good to talk about things before they reach a boiling point, you know? Let it all out. Sometimes other people can look at the same situations you're going through because they're not involved in it. They're a step away, so to speak. They can look at it from a different perspective. I know that when I was going through some things, you know, with my wife, you know, everything just seemed horrible and like the end of the world. But I sat down and talked with somebody who was not in my situation, obviously, so he was able to look at it from the outside and kind of give me some guidance and tell me, you know, what I needed to do. A lot of the changes I had to make were basically with me. But without being able to speak with somebody, I probably wouldn't have made it through.
You hold all that shit.
You gotta learn to open up. It's hard to open up. You gotta learn how to do it, for real.
You hold it in and make you do things outside yourself, say things outside your normal self. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was doing. You know, I wasn't acting like my normal self because I was holding it all in. So, and it just drives a wedge in like every relationship, not just between you and these women, but it'll drive a wedge between you and your kids, you and your friends. You know, to a degree, I mean, it might even drove a wedge between you and your cousin that you live with, just because you were holding all in and being closed off and not wanting to talk about it, you know. I mean, I'm sure he sensed something was wrong. Maybe he just didn't know how to ask how he could help or what he could do. You know, especially if you've always been that strong, silent type to begin with. People tend not to get in your business, you know, because they feel like you can handle it. And the truth is, sometimes we can't handle it. Even as men, we can't handle it. We like to think we can.
But sometimes the worst one.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what makes it so bad, is because we keep telling ourselves that we can handle it, we can handle it, we can handle it. I can get through this. That it just keeps getting worse and worse and snowballing. And so there's no way we can get ourselves out of that situation. No way. And that's when things get bad. So. What are the names of the mothers of your children?
Sterling Dawkins. And Kiara Bernie.
Okay. Bernie?
Yeah.
Which one were you with first?
Kiara.
Which one gives you the hardest time?
Terrical.
Is Shaterica the one here?
Yeah.
I guess you and her got into it earlier in the week. So. Things just boil over. She gets upset, you get upset.
You say you don't want to be back with her neither?
No, I did want her. I ain't want to be with Kiara.
Puts you in that situation where you kind of have to put up with them, be around them, you know, just for the kids' sake. It's hard. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't experienced this firsthand, but I've seen it. But a lot of times when a woman has custody of the children, they will use those kids as leverage to hurt you. Just like you're talking about. They'll keep you from seeing that kid just to hurt you. And make it difficult when you do see them. So that you can't enjoy that time together with your kids. And I see that happen quite a bit, unfortunately. Too often. So, not just at work, but I actually know some couples that are like that. You know? So,
Shouldn't Erica do that to you?
Do a lot of shit, man.
How long y'all been broke up?
Couple months.
Oh, so it's pretty fresh then, huh? You was staying with her before?
Yeah.
Where was she at?
24/7 Rumblewood Court.
Then after that, that's when you went to 10th Avenue with your cousin?
No, I went to Wake Ave.
What'd you move out with your cousin for?
Got into it with her.
At the house?
No, I got into it with her. I guess at the house, yeah.
Your cousin ain't want y'all around no more?
My cousin went there.
No, I got into it with her. I moved in with a cousin. Was she mad because y'all broke up?
No.
No? You tried to talk to her about it and get her back? How come she wasn't having none of it? I mean, what was so bad that you done?
She just want to be a hoe. She like fuck with different dudes.
You'll still take her back?
No.
I'm not faulting you if you wanted to.
No.
Honestly.
You can't help who you love.
You love her, and you got kids with her, right?
That's her only baby?
Yeah.
How old is she?
29.
Before I got married, I was in kind of a similar situation. We didn't have kids, so it was a little bit easier. But I mean, I hear what you're saying about a girl stepping out. But you love her. She's the greatest thing ever. So you keep thinking that she won't do it again. She won't do it again. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes when they screw up once and, they fly straight from then on. Then you got them that are just, they can't be one man.
Habitual offenders?
Yes, habitual offenders. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Keep on.
And that's what I had, was a habitual offender. And I just couldn't see how bad it was at the time. But yeah, she was a habitual offender. So, and finally I wised up and realized it wasn't ever going to get no better. It was still hard. It was terrible. But not as hard as what you want to, because we didn't have a kid. But we were together a long time. Long time. Are you seeing anybody else since then? Can't even bring yourself to do it, can you? I know.
You ain't had nothing on the side yourself the whole time?
So you was being true to these?
Committed to her.
Like Miss Dawkins, you was being true to her?
That's one from mine.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That shouldn't dare. Kiera.
Kiera, my big woman, Georgia.
Right. You was good to her too?
Somewhat.
The best you could?
Yeah.
Well, you don't drink. You don't smoke. You've been true to two women that are giving you the hardest time over these kids. There's one that you've been willing to take back even if she's stepping out on you because you love her and you got a kid with her. You ain't lazy, you work 2 jobs. I'm assuming when you say you work 2 jobs, that's 2 different shifts. That you might be working at night, you might be working at day on the same day. So you're basically working around the clock, trying to make ends meet, trying to provide for your kids. Is that a pretty accurate picture? I mean, that's what I know. That's what you told me, and that's what I already knew. I didn't know about you not smoking and drinking. You told me that. And about not stepping out on these women. But I believe you when you say it. Because you ain't got no reason to lie to me about it. Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know if that's you, that you must have had a tremendous amount of pressure on you. Tremendous amount of pressure for us to be here in this room.
Even a strong man can lose it. See it happen all the time. That don't make you a bad guy. It don't make you a villain. You just broke. Happens to all of us. Just means you broke. Sometimes the world will break you, Reginald.
You willing to talk to us about it?
You won't. You want to let us know just how broke you got. You want to let us know from your heart and your words instead of letting what everybody else sees be the history of all this? Or do you want to tell us what I can see you broke sitting in front of me. Do you want to tell us what's on your heart and what's on your mind?
I can see that you're a good person, and I can see that you're ate up inside right now.
This wasn't who you are. It wasn't who you are, Reginald. Who you are is a man who tried the best he could, doing right by people, and ended up getting broken inside and put out on the street.
We both know. We both know what some people are telling us. This is their version of events. And we know that you probably got a different take on some of it. May not make things better. And we've been doing this for a minute, and even somebody that ain't a police, has got a lick of common sense, knows that the truth is always somewhere in the middle. I can't tell your story without talking to you and trying to find out why this happened.
You can't let the world paint the picture that they want to paint of you. Your words, what's in your mind, what's in your heart, needs to get out. You just gotta know how low and how down and broken you felt. And sometimes when you snap, what's done is done, and it's too late to take it back.
But we also know there's extenuating circumstances. And I'm finding it hard to believe after talking to you that what's done was just done in cold blood. You know, I know that something might have happened. And that things might have got out of hand. And that something might have happened that you didn't mean for it to happen. But we've been working on this all day. And we've talked to some people. We've gathered some evidence. And that's why we're sitting here in this room with you.
It's because we wanted to talk with you, not necessarily because we need to, because we don't. But I felt like we owed it to everybody involved, families, and even you, just to offer that, to see if you wanted to talk to us. I mean, if there's anything that you can explain, if there's anything that might bring peace to you, peace to a family, then I think you ought to do it. But that's up to you. You don't have to carry it. I mean, you've been carrying all this, and this is where it's got you. And although I know this seems like it's like the end of the world, it's not. It's a horrible thing that's happened. Terrible thing that's happened. And yeah, you're going to carry it around with you forever. It's always going to be in your mind. You know, it's just like when you lose somebody you love, like a parent or something. How it always hurts, even years later. You think about it. It may not hurt as much years from now, but you always think about it. But you got to make the choice at some point. Am I going to let this eat away at me forever? Or am I going to grow from it and become a better person in whatever way I can? And potentially help other people that might be going through the same thing. Can I help a family that's hurting right now? Can I tell my story? And then years from now, can I help somebody else that might be going through the same thing?
You can't change a single thing that doesn't happen, but you can make it better from now.
You can.
For yourself, and like you say, for people that are hurting.
And you can be that guy that mentors every young man that you come across from here on out that's going through the same issue. You can make that your name and your legacy. This is what happened to me, this is what I did, and this is how you can up it on that same path. So who do you want to be? That guy that hangs on to it and carries it, or that guy that tries to make it right?
Can't make it right. Can't make it right.
You can't change what happened, Reginald. But sometimes, like they teach us our whole life, sometimes saying you're sorry and saying why.
My thing is,
Bringing peace is a start.
first of all, I just did 2.5 years in prison for a bitch ain't have no love for me. The whole time I was in prison, she fucking off. I get out. I decided not to do things I was doing to take care of her. I done took care of her too much. I took care of her the whole time she was down. She ain't had nothing. But as y'all know, I was selling a lot of drugs. I'm quite sure y'all know my charges and stuff by now.
You were doing that to support her?
Right. The day I got arrested, the money wasn't for me. I went and did that for her, to put extra money in her pocket.
Brother, I worked out for 7 years, man.
Care.
It's a job.
You're
making money, that's all you're doing. You're trying to support people. I get that.
She didn't care about none of that. She gotta do this time and get out. I changed my whole life. She don't like that, because now I don't want to go to the club. I don't smoke, I don't drink.
And she liked that money that you were bringing in before, didn't she?
No, this time she was up. So she had a good job. It ain't about the money, it's about the fame.
Yeah.
When you go to the club, she go to the club every weekend.
Yeah.
So she like to be seen with the niggas in the booth. You know what I'm saying? And I was that nigga one time. You know what I'm saying? So when I get out and decide to change my life and not do that no more, she fucking out with the next niggas doing it. And I called her. I pulled up at the nigga house and she coming out the house. And that's when things went the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that was, she showed me that she really didn't give a fuck about me.
That Kira?
No, that's terrible.
Terrible. When that happened?
I got out in March. July.
What you were doing was right. I'm sorry that she didn't support you. She should have. She should have been proud of you.
Yeah, but I ain't have nothing. I ain't have nothing. I ain't have no job. I ain't have nothing.
But you got a job. You started working.
I got 2 of them.
That still wasn't what she wanted, though, was it?
That ain't what she wanted. She wanted me to go to the club, be in the booth.
She wanted the bottles. She wanted to be in the booth.
She wanted to be seen.
That's wrong with her.
But love don't love nobody.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. Why so many women want that. Instead of somebody's going to be there for them, somebody's going to work hard for them.
Especially she older. You said she almost 30.
Right.
She ought to be grown out of that.
She been doing it since she was 18. So I don't see why she ain't grow up. And she had a baby. Now you got to give your mama our baby every weekend to go to the club or go out of town. So my son had a temperature of 104 degrees. She wanted to get her mama, my son, to watch while she go out of town with some nigga.
No.
Like,
that don't sound right.
No. That's wrong. That's evil. That's wrong.
That just happened in July. That ain't.
No, this happened before July.
God damn.
You have plenty of signs that ain't coming. What was gonna happen?
I love.
It hurt you, huh?
I was too fucked up about it.
Broke your damn heart, didn't it?
I'm still too fucked up about it.
Hey, look, you tore your life apart.
That's why I was praying y'all shot.
I wasn't there. We weren't there. We heard on the radio.
It sounded like you were ready to end it, huh?
That's what we were thinking. And I was scared. I was scared for the officers. I was scared for you, because that's what I was thinking.
Let it show you something, Reginald. That these girls have done you wrong, right? Treated you bad, stepped on your heart, tore your life apart. Don't give a damn about you, right? People still do. Them police down there did everything they could, and if you don't think they were scared, they did everything they could not to hurt you. You wanted to get shoot. You said you wanted them to shoot you, right? And they didn't. And that's because people care.
They shot him, man.
No, man.
No, don't say that. I'm telling you, things are bad. Okay? Things are bad. But you can make a change.
I promise you, when I get down, I say to myself, the sun gonna come up tomorrow. The sun gonna come up tomorrow. No matter how bad it get tonight, the sun gonna come up tomorrow. And that means your whole life gonna come up. You're gonna have some real good days coming up.
Rich, we talk to people in this room all the time that are in the same circumstances that you are. Okay? We don't see you as a mean person. We don't see you as an evil human being. We realize that everybody has circumstances in their life that brings them to this room. Everybody does. You know, it's so easy for people on the outside that don't do this for a living, that aren't sitting in this room right now, you know, to say that you must have had evil in your heart. But because we've done this, we've sat across the table from so many people, we realize that's not the case. It's circumstances. It's all circumstances. It's the stressors that life places on you. The relationships we have with other people sometimes are bad. It causes things like this to happen. And everybody's got their own story to tell.
I told her time after time what she was doing to me. She didn't care. She felt like she couldn't be touched. She's unstoppable. I told her time after time.
Who are you talking about, Reg?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Time after time. I told her. But being around niggas, she tried to show out. She called me fuck niggas, deadbeats. I'm a deadbeat. I just got a job. Two jobs.
Just say all that just to hurt you. Just to be nasty.
I know she had a hold of your heart, but she didn't deserve you. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. Reggie, we want to keep talking to you. Get you water if you need it. Get you Coca-Cola if you need it. You need any of that stuff? More water, Coca-Cola? Monster Energy drink. I'm gonna have somebody get you a water. All right.
We know you heard, dude. We know.
Y'all saying y'all know, but y'all don't know.
We don't know how you feel at all, but we know you're hurt.
Don't nobody know about it.
You just you got to tell us why you're hurt, and I think you're doing a good job of it. You got to put what's in your heart on this. Because now you got everybody looking at you, saying this, that, and the other. I refuse to sit here after talking to you, meeting you, knowing what I knew, and believe that you're some kind of monster or a villain or anything like that. You got pushed to what happened. You're 31 years old. You ain't been out doing stuff like this your whole life, have you? And then now the last couple days hit. That ain't you. That ain't Reginald. That ain't Reginald. You got to know what made Reginald act that way. What pushed Reginald to act that way. And why?
Hydrate, seriously.
Did you mean for anything to happen? believe you.
We knew that before we walked in here. If we didn't already know that, then we wouldn't even bother to talk to you. There wouldn't be any need. This might be the hardest thing you've ever had to do in your entire life. But we want to talk to you about it. We need to talk to you about it. We owe it to the family, and we owe it to you. I know you're hurting, but also know that you're strong enough because you've been through a lot. If you're ready to talk to us, we're ready to listen. You think that's something you might want to do?
Where was out 3 days ago?
I don't know, but I wish we'd been.
God, I wish we'd have been there.
I don't know.
I see y'all got a call. Y'all knew shit was going down.
We didn't know how bad it was, Reggie.
No.
We didn't know. We didn't know how bad it was.
And that's the
We
thing.
didn't know how broken it was, man.
The officers show up and they talk to her and they get her side of the story. You know? We had no idea what's been going on all this time. Not just with her, but with the girl up in Georgia. And your 3 kids. You're a good dude. You turned it around when you came out. She couldn't respect that, and both of us do.
We can tell you've been panicking, man. You've been low as you can go.
Why he just a shoe, man?
Because.
Brendan, you're a human being. We're all God's children. You're a human being. We gotta love you like a brother. Got to.
If they had shot you and killed you because that's what you wanted them to do, your story would have ended right there. The story that your family, that her family would have known, would have ended right there.
We ain't gonna let that happen. We ain't gonna let it. You sit there and look like you're a cold, plotting, evil person. We're not gonna do it.
That just would have been who you were when you died, you know? But by God's grace, they didn't shoot you. And I think you're happy they didn't. Or at least you feel some relief they didn't. Because nobody wants to die. You feel like you do still? Well, I'm going to try to change your mind on that. Because I'm telling you, if you'd have died tonight, that's how people would have remembered you.
It wouldn't matter.
It's gonna matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, it wouldn't matter because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have cared. I would have been dead, man. That shit crazy.
If it takes 10 years, if it takes the rest of your life, okay, you're not going to change what happened, but you can make atonement.
Sure can.
And atonement is not years.
spent locked up. That's not what atonement means. You can make a change, and you can make a difference. You know, people always ask, well, if God exists, why did he let so-and-so die? Why did he let so-and-so get killed? Why did he let this earthquake come, this tornado, this hurricane, and kill all these people? And it's so hard for us to wrap our head around the fact that, God allows things to happen for a reason.
You're alive for a reason, Reggie. We ain't gonna waste it.
This whole thing happened for a reason, as horrible as that is. And as hard as it is to grasp, it all happened for a reason. Now, it's up to you what that reason's going to be. If it's going to be to atone for it and help other people, to bring peace now, to help people for years to come. How many other men go through what you go through with your women? How many young men got locked up and were thinking about, when I get out, I ain't going to sell no more. I ain't serving nothing else, I'm going to go straight. And they get back out there. And baby mom's demanding money. She wants to go to clubs. She wants the car, she wants the shoes, she wants her rent paid for. So what do they got to do? They got to go back to that life. How many young men can you help? If it's one, is that enough? Maybe, if you keep them from going down the same road. But over the rest of your life, how many people can you touch? You hear about it all the time. You hear about it all the time. People that have been charged with all kinds of crimes, and they spend the rest of their life trying to make it right and trying to help other people. Now, they know in their heart they can't necessarily change what happened, but they can make some good come from it. And being able to make some good come from something, that's a powerful thing. You're strong enough. I don't want to see you draw into yourself and just be depressed over this for years and years and years, and for it to wear you down till there's nothing left of you.
You're already depressed. You're already low as you can go.
I want to see you rise up.
Go up. That's it. It can only go up. You're still young enough. It can only go up.
I'd rather have you looking forward to the opportunity, to the challenge that you're going to face, to bring peace and to help others, as opposed to you just becoming depressed and just wearing yourself down so there's nothing left. Because if that happens, if you let that happen to yourself, that means no good at all is going to come out of this.
We got to do what's right. We got to do what's right by you, by the people that are hurting real bad right now. Real bad. It's definitely the worst day of their life. And so they can crawl up off the floor and start looking up. Like you gonna start looking up. We got to do what's right. We got to know why everything happened the way it did.
Do what's right for that family. Do what's right for you. Do what's right for your children. So that years from now, instead of looking down at you, they're looking up at you. Saying, yeah, this is what he did, but this is what he made of his life afterwards. This is how many people he's helped. This is how strong he was. Be that guy. Be that man. Be that dad. Be willing to fight through this depression.
be willing to make the best of it and to make the most of your life from here on out.
You gonna tell us why this happened?
We'll listen to you. We'll work through it. Like I said, the truth is always somewhere in the middle. Right now, there's people that want peace, and there's things that you need to get off your chest. We will listen to you. If you tell us something needs to be done, that we need to look at something, we will go do it. Because we have to speak for everybody that's involved, you included. We don't make opinions. We work off of fact. So, I want to talk about this. I know it's going to be hard. Okay, you're here, you're in custody. You're under arrest. You know that. Okay. Nobody's going to try to pull the wool over your eyes. Somebody's going to try to trick you.
Who was in the Nissan Altima that called y'all today?
That I can tell you a little bit about. I'm more than willing to tell you what we know so far. Let you fill in the gaps. Let us tell us what you were feeling. Even tell us what she did. If there's anything that she or anybody else did to cause this. You know, if this was intentional, accidental, like I said, it's, from talking to you, I don't see you as cold-blooded. I know there's just circumstances involved, you know. There's just circumstances involved and everything piling on top of you. And everybody on the legal side takes that into account. You know, especially if you're forthcoming, you can bring closure, you can bring peace. And if you can make some good come from this, people will notice. They will notice. Okay. I'm going to explain your Fifth Amendment rights to you. Okay, Reggie? You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to talk to us. Okay? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. And you have the right to talk to the lawyer and have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, we'll be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. And you can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. So, if you get to a point where while you're talking to us that you just don't want to talk to us anymore, or you're tired of talking to us, just tell us. Like I said, we don't have to be here at this point. We don't really need to be here at this point, but we want to be. We want to be. For the family and for you. So if we can all do our jobs, bring some peace, bring some closure, then that's what we like to do. And when I say us do all of our jobs, I mean all three of us are in this room, because right now we're kind of headed together. So, you understand everything I've explained to you? Okay. At any point tonight while all that was going on out there, while the police were coming at you and everything was going on, did you ask anybody for a lawyer? Yeah. Okay. Did an ambulance come out there? Okay. Are you injured in any way? All right. Do you want to talk to us about everything that's been happening over the last day or so? Because right now, we got a family that wants to have some questions answered. And it's time for you to tell your story.
And what do you want to know?
We want to know from the beginning. From lunchtime at her work, in the parking lot, till now. Everything. Including exactly how you felt the whole time.
You know who else worked there? You know who else worked there?
Yeah. Yeah, we do. I talked to her today. You're talking about Miss Dawkins. I talked to her today. Another investigator had already been dealing with her over the thing that happened at the daycare. To be honest with you, I didn't know anything about what had happened at the daycare until she made herself known to me out there at that call center. So I think I got to hear it from a different perspective, I think, because I didn't know anything about what happened before. Some of the things that you've said, I guess, about her personality, I can kind of see.
You seen her at the call center?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah. So, but, I mean, there's a lot of information that's out there, you know, including that video that's on Facebook. Have you seen that? I knew that you had, and I was worried, like really worried, that you might do something to yourself after you saw that video.
Man, do it with.
You thought about it?
I'm glad you didn't. I'm really glad you didn't. Because it would not have made things any better.
We already would know what we know.
Yeah.
We would just be going off everything out. We wouldn't know none of the backstory you just told us. None of it.
And that's important.
Richmond, do you want to talk to us about what happened at the call center? You want to put your side out there?
How do you know Lisa? You call her Lisa or Alyssa? Alyssa. How long you been knowing Alyssa?
I don't know.
Is that like a month or 2 months? Did you meet her through Miss Dawkins or?
No, she ain't even know I know one.
Yeah. When you went out there to the call center yesterday at lunch, there were people in the parking lot that saw you there. You know, the forensics people got the Newport cigarettes that you tossed on the ground. I know that's your brand.
What?
They said they saw you smoking some cigarettes out there.
You wasn't smoking while you was out there?
Smoke some.
You don't?
You smoke one?
I smoke so much.
Don't remember.
They saw you walk up and stand in the window. What were y'all talking about?
I asked her to take me home.
How'd you get out there?
Walked.
You walked all the way out to that place on Mayhem? Where'd you walk from?
But bus stop.
Which one?
Walmart.
Damn, that's a long walk.
I know.
If somebody drove you, it's okay. They're not in trouble. But you really did walk from the bus stop?
Yeah.
How long did it take you? You remember?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah. Did you stop at that store or anywhere else along the way?
No.
What were you going there for?
Terrible.
Just talk to her.
Yeah.
What changed your mind about talking to Terica when you got there?
Terica went up.
She just wasn't there the day? How did you find out she wasn't there?
The car window.
Yeah.
And I seen her in the projects.
Down in the bricks? Yeah.
With the same one of these niggas like me. Yeah.
You saw her down in the projects later on that day? Yeah.
Got their license. You asked her to give you a ride home. What'd she say?
Who?
Listen.
Listen, sorry, I say it wrong.
When you asked her a ride, what did she say? I know he's worked up about Miss Dawkins. It's okay.
You keep saying it's okay. This shit ain't okay, you know.
We know it ain't okay, but it's... We know you were down. We know you was probably pissed off when you get there. Dawkins' car ain't there.
Did you want to go home or did you want to go and find her down the bricks?
I wanted to find her.
Yeah.
What happened?
First of all, y'all, when I got out, I had 2 years of probation.
Mm-hmm.
And in violation of that probation, I was looking at 15, 20 years.
Yeah. You didn't violate though. Did you violate?
She told me y'all see y'all was charging me.
Are you still on paper?
She said y'all see y'all was gonna charge me
That's what she told you?
with kidnapping and something about a child.
Talking about from what happened earlier in the week.
She called you up and rubbed that in your face?
She told me that.
See, you ain't give a shit no more then.
Right.
You ain't give a shit no more. You wasn't even thinking no more.
I lost it. She just jailed by something I ain't.
So you thought you was going for 15 years behind that? And we'll get to that later on because I sound like I need to know more about that. So when you walk up to her car, Elisa? What we calling her? Alyssa. When you walk up to Alyssa's car, you was wanting to go find Dawkins, Miss Dawkins. Wasn't thinking straight. This is a hard part, Reginald. This is a hard part right now. What happened when you asked for a ride?
I know she was eating her lunch. up there every day. She couldn't leave because she only had a 30-minute lunch break. Is that what she told you?
So I never had charges on me. So I ain't got no charges on me before this.
No, she put charges on you. She did. Like I said, I didn't know anything about that until today when I talked to her. And I think a lot of that might have to do with the fact that I don't know the circumstances. I do not know the circumstances. For whatever reason, you didn't get to tell your side of the story to the investigator. I don't know if that's because you chose not to or because he couldn't find
When it comes to the investigator.
Yeah. There was another investigator that was working that case. So I don't, like I said, I don't know if he couldn't find you or if he tried and you didn't want to talk to him. But you didn't get to tell your side of the story. So yeah, she put more side on you. And then I think she called you up to stoke you up, to rub it in your face. I know that made you angry because you said it did set you off. They said in the parking lot they saw you slide into the driver's seat. And Alyssa slid across to the passenger seat. And y'all left. She didn't want to leave because she couldn't leave. What did she say?
Don't know exact words.
That she couldn't leave? They're tied on there. They got to clock out of the computer and they got to clock out of the door. And I think that's why everybody just hangs out in the parking lot and why they have a food truck that comes there. You see the food truck? Because they don't want them leaving because they got to get back to the call center. They've got exactly 30 minutes.
How'd you get her to leave?
Were you so dead set on finding Enrico that you scared Alyssa into leaving with you? Because that's all you was thinking about was Rico, trying to find her.
Terrible.
Terrible.
I guess I scared her shit.
What could you have done that would have scared her?
I just told her I didn't want to hurt him.
Did you have a weapon or anything?
I didn't need no weapon.
You just told her that? Did she scoot over?
I said I didn't want to hurt him. All I wanted was a ride home.
Why didn't she get out the car?
Why didn't she get out? I told her not to get out. I told her not to get out.
Yeah.
I didn't want the police called on me right then.
Because you had to go find that girl?
Yeah. Where y'all went when you left? Around where? Looking for Miss Dawkins? Where'd you go first, look?
To the breaks.
You seen her car there? What was Alyssa doing the whole time? Was she fighting you?
Yeah, she wanna fight me.
What was she doing? Did she make it to the bricks? No. What happened?
I had my fuck little sweat 2 or 3 times. Not that day. But prior.
How did she feel about you?
I guess she trusted me enough to know I won't hurt her.
You think that she probably knew you
also scared of me.
She was scared of you?
Was she scared of you always, or just that day?
That day.
You tried to have sex with her again that day?
Yeah, I said so.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Where, in the car?
I know about what time you got to the bricks. I mean, y'all pretty much went straight there. If I'm calculating right. I know what time her cell phone got there.
You do?
Yeah. I think I do anyway. Did y'all go straight there? Or am I wrong?
We didn't go straight up.
Where did y'all go, like, right off the bat when you left for work?
Went to my house.
Was that where y'all had sex?
Yeah.
Your house was on 10th Avenue? What went wrong?
She was trying to go back to work. And I knew if she went back to work, she was gonna call y'all.
You've already thought you was gonna do 15 years for the other thing. So what'd you do to her?
There's blood on the pillow. So there's blood on the pillow.
What pillow?
They found blood on the pillow.
At my house. So why you asking me these questions?
Because I didn't know.
To get your side, man, like we've been telling you.
blood on that pillow ain't hers.
Okay. And that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. I know you felt like everything was coming down on you and you couldn't let her leave. But, and I know you said she was scared when y'all left for work.
This is the thing. This is the thing.
Yeah.
I go to see my son.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Terry had me arguing anyway.
Yeah.
And I said, what I do to her, whatever. Now, when I come out, I walk up. She got a knife. But she tell people I had a knife.
You talking about at the daycare?
At the daycare. She had a knife for me not being scared of her. I tried to take from her. She grabbed a knife with the top on. She already got it at the bottom of her hand and grabbed the top to keep me from. That's how it bent.
Mm-hmm.
And she cut herself.
And you're right, it did bend.
Right, I know.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of knife was it?
It was a kitchen knife.
Okay.
But the knife bent. And she cut herself. So to keep me out of that shit, I told her to tell them folks what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I tried to take her to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I told her I'd go to the hospital with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
If I want to go to jail, I just go to jail behind my son hitting his head while we wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. She tell me I pushed him. Like, I pushed him and we, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him out from you. But anyway, she tell me she gonna do that or whatever. But she say she didn't want to go to the hospital because she didn't want to talk to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, you know, she told me just call her. I told her, no, man, we just gonna go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? She started saying she ain't going to the hospital, so she left. When she left, I guess that next morning, she came and they talked to y'all.
I guess so, yeah.
And then I asked her what was said. And she said they had everything on camera with me at the door and all that, of her car and all that. So I'm like, they ain't even got no cameras at that daycare.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I said,
I don't even know that's true.
Yeah, I'm like, they ain't even got no cameras at daycare.
Yeah.
Well, she said, the woman said they had cameras. Well, really, what it was she basically was gonna press charges on me. That's what she was saying to me, but telling the lies and saying, because y'all said she pressed charges on me.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't. She told me that the woman said she called the police, which she probably did about the knife being out there. They said they found the knife.
I think she did, yeah.
She might have.
Okay. But when she went up there and said that I had the knife, I lost it. Like,
What day did she tell you that? What day it happened at the daycare? Monday? Tuesday?
I ain't Monday.
You think? What day she called and told you?
I think she went and talked to them Tuesday morning.
That's. I got my days mixed up.
It's
That's probably
Friday
about right. Monday and then Tuesday.
Well, anyway, I called her, you know, asked her what's going on. So she tell me that they was talking to her about the charges and stuff, and said if she didn't want to press charges, that the state would pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what you told them? And she said, I told them what happened, but what did you tell them? She told them to say, I told them you had. I said, why did you tell them I had a knife? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how much she don't care. You know what I'm saying? And knowing I'm gonna probation if I get violated, especially behind something like that. My charge carried 65 years altogether, the charges I had.
Sometimes they hold kids over your head, sometimes they hold that paper over your head, you know?
Sure will.
Right, so she knew that.
And still did it.
And yeah, she still did it. She felt like I hurt her. Knowing even all the shit I talked to her,
yeah.
I would have never hurt her.
You never put hands on her before or nothing?
No.
I don't believe you.
So,
and we know that had to eat you up. You already said that you was just out of your mind about it.
no, the day she snatched that knife,
Yeah.
the day she had that knife, I did put my hands on her that day.
Because she pulled the knife.
Yeah, I was mad. Like, you snatched first you got a knife, and then you snatched the knife.
And your son's there.
And yeah, my son there, and you don't cut your finger deep, and you got to go to the hospital, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
When you say you put your hands on her, you pushed her away, or you punched her, or you...
No, I slapped her.
You slapped her.
But
Did she quit?
Circumstances, that's understandable.
Yeah. Did she quit fighting after that?
Oh, I ain't slapped her over there.
Oh, it was later on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, when I just slid her over to the next seat. Then yet again, she had like she don't care about that going on. And I lost it. So I told her she was gonna get me out this time behind something she caused. Then I was gonna hurt her too.
Yeah.
So Alyssa ain't the one you was after?
Hell no.
How did she wind up getting hurt then? Answer me this, because somebody's going to ask the question and I'm going to have to tell. When y'all went back to the house on 10th Ave, was the sex consensual?
Yeah.
She wanted to have sex?
Me and her, like...
It wasn't against her will?
No.
Okay. And y'all have had sex before, right?
Right. But the thing is, she, like, after we had sex, she was saying she had to get back to her job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, that would be like you having to get back to your job, too.
right.
She don't want to get fired because they are tight on over there. But I know you said you didn't want to leave because you were worried about her calling the police.
Right.
And you still had to find Miss Dawkins.
How'd you stop her from leaving?
Y'all got him?
Hmm? That's one of the things we need to ask you about. The family's going to need closure on that, buddy.
What's one of the things?
Can you tell me where Miss Thompson is? Listen. We can come back to the other, but can you tell me where you put it? It would be helpful.
Y'all found him.
Is there some place it would? Where'd you put her at?
Nowhere. I ain't put her nowhere.
Did somebody else put her somewhere?
What I'm charged with?
Right now, for sure, the charges that Miss Dawkins put on you. I told you when we walked in here I wasn't going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you because you've been straight up so far. You're having a hard time talking about some things. I understand that. I do. Right now, we have a lot of evidence that we've already talked to you about and some more. Evidence that you took Miss Thompson from her place of work. We know that you had her car. I mean, obviously, you've seen the video that we've seen that somebody posted on Facebook.
That was her car?
The vehicle that she was in when you went to and got her to work, that you drove away in, that was her vehicle. And you're on video in that same vehicle, tossing her cell phone over the fence. We have that cell phone. That same cell phone that you used to call Miss Dawkins on when you were trying to find her, when you were talking to her. So there's enough evidence to charge you in the crimes related to Miss Thompson too.
What crimes related to her?
Murder. And we're just trying to find out exactly what led to that. And you said something just a second ago. You said you didn't leave her anywhere.
I didn't live nowhere.
Where was the last place you saw her at? I'll skip ahead to after she passed. Where was the last place that you saw her? I know you're going to want this off the chest because you made some kind of statement to somebody, probably not long before the police came out there. And that person called us, and that person's been interviewed. So you were trying to get it off your chest with them. I don't know if you know that person or not, because I haven't talked to them. There's other investigators that are doing that. But I know what they said when they called in. Yeah. And if I heard the 911 tapes correctly, this person that called in said something to the effect of, he told me that he thinks he killed her. What does that mean? Because you either know what happened. You either know if she's passed.
Somebody called you and said that?
Yeah. Is that true? Have you talked to anybody about this? Even some random stranger that you saw maybe when you was out there by the pool?
I ain't talking to no strangers.
Anybody you know?
And I don't know how this person could be related to you. I don't know if they're a stranger or if they're somebody you know.
Dude or woman?
I think it's a dude, but don't quote me on that.
A dude?
I think. But there was a girl that called too, so.
There was a girl called?
I think there was a girl that called. I don't know what she called about. There's investigators that are talking to her as well. And those two things have come about at about the same time he was arrested. That's kind of what led police over there to where you were. So I think you might have told somebody because you was trying to get it off your chest. And I think you went back to Miss Thompson's apartment complex. You knew where she lived. You've been over there before, I guess. Just, I don't know why. Because you wanted to be found? Maybe. Do you know why you went over there? Just to be close to her place?
It sure don't seem like you meant this to happen.
No.
You said she couldn't go back to work because of what Miss Dawkins did. You already thought she was going to prison for 15 years. You already said she didn't make it to the bricks after you left your house. You gotta know what happened, what blew it up like that. What happened to her.
Can you tell me where you left her vehicle at?
Be answering questions y'all already know. That's crazy.
But that's the part. That's the part. That's the important part. That's the part where we know you're telling us the truth. All this other stuff you told us, we didn't know. We gotta know it's true. By answering things we already know, that's how
I won't lie to you, you're right. I already know the answers to those questions. The reason I'm asking is just so that later on people will have something to judge your truthfulness against. If something's fact, the evidence shows it, and you confirm it, and it shows you're being truthful. It's a good gauge, a barometer to judge somebody on.
when we go in there and the judges and juries and lawyers all look at everything, they'll say, oh, well, Reginald told the truth. Now, of course you tell the truth if we tell you every single thing we know.
Let me let in court.
And you answer it.
I've been through all that.
It might matter for the family.
It's a different set of circumstances. This is not the drug case. This
Yeah, the drug case don't matter either.
So,
Drug case, burglary case I had, none of that didn't matter. You tell them what you want to tell them, man. You go to court and get sentenced.
yeah, I gotta be honest with you, bro. I didn't even look at your criminal history. I didn't.
Yeah, I got no idea. I didn't know you'd been to prison until we got in here. You told me.
That's why I didn't know you were still on paper. So I can see how she's holding that over your head.
I think you can agree.
I bet you $100,000 y'all knew that.
No.
Cause that's the first thing y'all gonna do when they tell y'all what, y'all gonna pull it up.
Well, I'll guarantee you that somebody up here did, but I've been so busy working on this thing all day long that I haven't got down in the weeds.
That's why all these questions that you ask me, you already know the answer to.
Not all of them.
No. Some of them. Some of them.
We do know where she was found at. I was asking you to see how truthful you're going to be, and you said something that scared me just a little bit. You said, and I quote, I didn't leave her anywhere. And that's why I was kind of asking you to explain it, because that means one of two things. That does it mean that somebody else left her somewhere? Or is it a figure of speech that I didn't leave her there?
First of all, the dude who called y'all knew a lot, right?
Yeah, but I'm not talking to him, so I don't know exactly what he said. I don't know how detailed.
You just said he told you.
That was the quote
Right.
that I got from the phenomenal.
And he also told y'all that I ran over here.
Ran over here where?
To where y'all picked me up from.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
You said that.
Yeah. think he said that you were in that area, and that's why they went over there.
So how would he know that?
I don't know. That's why I asked. I don't know if it's somebody that you just talked to out there around the pool or what. I don't know.
I don't just talk to people about shit like that.
I wouldn't think that you would. That's why I asked.
Well, tell us, Reggie. If we ain't picking up on it, you got to tell us.
I don't get it. Why the motherfucker want him? That's crazy, bro.
Was this your cousin, you think?
What? That took me over there?
That called. I still don't know who it is that they met with.
That the dude that took me to that spot,
yeah,
is the only dude that could have called y'all. Cause it's only one dude I had a conversation with.
I'd have to step out of the room to find out who he was, and I don't want to step out of the room and leave you right now. Who was that you talked to? I guess it was so big he couldn't hold it. I don't know. Was it somebody you've been knowing for a while?
I ain't gonna hold it against him. I ain't gonna say nothing.
No,
I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah.
I won't hold it against him.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
We're trying to get to a real important part of this, though. Red Knight, I asked you a few times, and I know it's the hardest part to talk about, but it's about what your intention was, what you meant to do, what you ain't mean to do. And the bad part
I
is,
wanted to get to Terrical.
I
That's
know
what
that.
I wanted to do. That's what my intention was.
Well, I know that. But then when Alyssa was trying to leave the house on 10th Avenue, what your intentions with her were. That's the important part.
My intention was to let her leave.
Well, that's the conclusion. Whether that was his intentions or not, his actions say otherwise. Once again, we got to shout out to the attorneys over there at Deep Dive True Crime. Now, he wasn't charged yet, which is why a lot of people have the speculation that the dad is trying to get to him, as you heard how aggressive he was, even talking to authorities. But fam, the trial didn't start yet, or his case wasn't public as of yet. It's just his charges. So I definitely keep you guys posted, which is this myth up in the air of what's really going on, or the real reason he did this. But let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And today, I'll see y'all on the next one, family.